What is up, my pen friends and paper lovers? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Devin, and for today's video, I wanted to share my Philippines stationery haul. If you saw my community post as well as my previous video, I was in the Philippines for a couple weeks with my family, and it was an amazing experience. In my last video, I talked about my shopping experience and seeing fountain pens in real life versus shopping for them online. So if you didn't catch that video, I will have it linked off in the description box below. I was really surprised by how little stationery I brought back as souvenirs, but I did find a couple of things that really caught my eye, and I'm excited to share with you guys today. So the first thing I want to tell you guys about are these fountain pens from Miniso. What really sold me is that they look exactly like the Lamy Safari and Lamy Vista. I've already inked this one up and have been using it. Very pleasantly surprised by the writing experience, and I will be doing a comparison video coming up next week, so make sure your notifications are set to on and that you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But I decided to pick up the clear demonstrator version as well as the white one. I'm planning on saving the white one for a giveaway, and that was all dependent on whether or not I liked this pen, and so far so good. So I will be including this in a future giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. It does come with 2 black ink cartridges. There isn't a converter, and it only came in an extra fine nib, but again, I'll go into more detail about how it compares to the Lamy Safari and those models in next week's video. These pens were priced at 119 Philippine pesos each, so that converts to roughly about $2.30 in the US. So pretty happy with those. I also found these Miniso double-ended fluorescent markers. So Miniso is kind of on that copycat train. They are finding really popular stationery and making practically identical products. So these are very highly reminiscent of the Zebra mild liners, which I still don't own. I don't even know how I could be here making YouTube videos and not have the Zebra mild liners. I know. I'm a little ashamed, but I have so many highlighters that I'm trying to get through, and I just don't use them quite as often. But this is something that I do want to do a comparison for, so again, be on the lookout for that. They had 3 sets available. As far as I know, the Zebra mild liners now have a 4th set, so I'm not sure which one is missing, but they each come with 5 highlighters, and they're double-ended just like the Zebra mild liners. So for all 3 packs, it came out to 687 Philippine pesos. Between the 3 converted to US dollars, it's about $4.40 each, and that is, I think, $1 or $2 cheaper than the Zebra mild liners. I hope I'm not offending anybody with these copycat products. I'm just intrigued. So those items were from Miniso. These next 2 items were from a department store, and I was loving the department stores in the Philippines because they had a lot of stationery available. It could have just been the timing that we were in the Philippines because kids were going back to school, and they wanted to sell school supplies and things like that. So I don't know if it's like that all year long, but I definitely appreciated seeing sections upon sections of stationery every which way I turned. So I decided to pick up these 2 planners, and this is by a brand called Our Story Begins. I picked up 2 colors, the tan, which I've already opened to kind of share some swatches that you guys have been watching in this video already, and then I picked up the white. It's 5.5 by 7.5. It has this little pocket right here as well as a pen loop and like a little card holder in the back. I do have to be mindful about the different pens that I use in here. You guys will probably see in the swatches that I used the Miniso fountain pen, and it did ghost and bleed through. So that's just something that, I'll have to kind of work around. The paper is thin, but I feel like I can make it work. It's an undated planner, so I can use it at any time, and the simplicity of the layout really reminds me of a bullet journal. So it's like the very bare bones of it, and you could do your collections on the daily pages or do your daily planning. So I'm excited to potentially use this for my 2020 planner. And that's it for my stationery haul. Again, very small. I, on one hand, was very disciplined with what I brought back, and the other part of me is slightly regretting that I didn't pick up more, but I also was very specific about my wish list going to the Philippines. I looked and looked and looked, but I couldn't quite find the fountain pens that are currently on my wish list. So the only fountain pen that I came back with was this one. And I'm not mad about it. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you pick up stationery souvenirs during your travels? And if so, what is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with a friend who you think might enjoy it as well. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any of these videos. I do my best to upload every Thursday evening, and I love talking about all things pen and paper. So if that's your jam, you should definitely stick around. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.